Hi Sagittarius, how are you? This is going to be a March reading. Before I get into the tarot portion, I'm just going to tell you two astrological events that will happen in the month of March. Which first is Mercury going direct, finally, right? And the other one is Saturn changing signs on March 21st. So I'll start with Mercury retrograde, Mercury going direct on March 10th. What does that mean? Well, I think that will just bring a lot more light and ease and clarity into our communications and conversations and just kind of day-to-day activities. So whereas February was a little heavy, a bit emotional, and, you know, quite hard sometimes to communicate, to relate to others, I think come to the end of March, I think things will start to ease up a little bit and things will get a little easier and clearer in the communication with others, and things will just start moving forward a lot quicker. Now, Saturn changing signs will bring with it a new set of lessons for the next 2.5 years, which is kind of exciting but also scary, because Saturn is the planet of responsibility, of time, of hard lessons, of things. Just he makes you work for everything you have because he doesn't take anything for granted. So needless to say, you know, I think March, like kind of end of the March, is going to be a really I won't say a rough time, but it's a little stressing time for all of us, because I know for me, when a planet moves signs, it's like it kind of goes out with the bang. So that's really when the lessons come through for me. So, but it might not be for you. So, but I would still watch out around the 21st. It's kind of the lessons of the Saturn and Capricorn will come up, but also give you a little taste of what Saturn and Aquarius will be like for you in the next 2.5 years. But to know more about really what the lessons are, pull your natal chart and see what house Aquarius sits in for you. And those are kind of the lessons that the lessons of that house, the lessons that you'll be more drawn to, or you'll be more focused on for the next 2.5 years. But enough of that, and let me move into your tarot portion of the reading. So let's see what March has in store for you. Knight of Swords in reverse. Watch that communication. There's a lot of aggressivity, and a lot of people want to hear from you, and a lot of people would want for you to reach out, for you to like give them an answer, and like really, really fast. But, you know, watch your words. Really watch your words, because there is a chance you might say something that you will regret later. So, yes, watch your words. Okay, let me clarify the Death. What is this? I feel like for you, Sag, it's kind of almost the opposite of like for the rest of the signs that's been happening, when it's like they're still taking it easy in the beginning of the month while Mercury's still in retrograde, and then things start to open up and move in the second part of the month. But for you, it's almost like the opposite, or it's like, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening in the first part of the month, where it's like with the Knight of Swords, yes, there's movement, but I think this is more about communication being blocked, but also like there is this chance of communication being really aggressive. So that's why I'm saying really watch your words. But it's also like almost somebody really wants to reach out to you, or really wants an answer from you. I think that's what I'm getting, Sag. Somebody wants an answer from you really, really badly, and either they're not communicating that to you, or they're being really passive aggressive about it. And I say that because it's like there's the Death in reverse. Death, no matter how you look at it, upright or reversed, an end is coming. So I really feel, and that's what I'm saying, somebody wants a reply from you, because or you want from them, because you know you want to move forward. You want to get out of this phase of like nothing is happening, nothing is moving forward, I'm not making anything, I'm not creating anything, nothing is just, we're at the standstill, and everything is just like stale. And you want to move into this direction, you know. But I also kind of get the feeling of like you getting out of a relationship. I think February has been a lot of talk, but I think like finally, maybe for some of you Sagittarius, you're gonna realize that it's like, you know what, this is not the relationship for me. And I haven't grown, I haven't progressed in this. I've just stuck at the same place, or like this relationship hasn't moved one bit, or hasn't grown one bit, or evolved in any way, shape, or form. So you're gonna decide to be on your own and decide to kind of leave this relationship and just, start afresh on your own. But you know that you can, because you have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is amazing, because she's like the boss. She's confident who she is. She has the material resources to provide for herself, so she doesn't need anybody. She's perfectly content with who she is and what she is and what she has, so she doesn't rely on anybody. But then we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like if this is a breakup, I feel like you will be missing the person. I think you will be having some sleepless nights. Or did I do the right thing? Was this the right choice for me? Maybe certain things about, again, this communication. If there were certain things that were said or unsaid, but I feel like there is a big chance, and I can't stress this enough, that somebody will drive you to see something that you would regret later. And I think this might be why, but in any way, shape, or form, like this is, like in this particular deck, like he's fighting this dragon. So he is fighting these like, stressful thoughts and ideas and whatever, like this negativity that comes once in a while. It's just like, would you be laying in bed and like, go through the day, and then you like all of a sudden just think about this situation, and it just like brings up a lot of sour emotions. But you're like really quick at fighting off, because you're like, you know what, I stood in my power, and I stood in my strength, so it's, why should I regret something, but I feel like things will get better and things will ease up for you, and all of this stress and the nightmares and all of the back and forth in your mind, I think it will come to a halt, and you will lay that to rest, and you will just put that aside, and you'll be like, you know what, it's time for a new beginning. It's time to restart this, and just to kind of move forward, move new, and just but in the meantime, take a pause, take a pause and reassess. And I feel this is like for, how I told you, like with Saturn, when he leaves a sign and moves into, it's like leaves with a bang. So it's like, I think for you, it's almost going to be like, okay, he's going to give you the lessons of Saturn and Capricorn before he moves into Saturn into Aquarius. But in between, he's going to give you a little break. So I feel like that end of the month, I think for you, it's that break where you're going to take time to recharge and pause and kind of maybe even go on a vacation. So, yeah, if you're really planning a vacation, please do so at the end of the month, because I think it'll be really, really beneficial for you to like reset your energy levels and moving into the new phase when Saturn goes into Aquarius. So you'll just be more ready and just like be in a better state of mind to deal with whatever comes next. But let me pull a oracle card for an additional message and see, but well, the other thing too that I want to point out here is that I think too the Four of Swords here is saying like not to act on these negative feelings that you have. It's just like if it happened, once in a while you get these, again, like sour, feelings or whatever about things from the past, and you'll be stressing about it. But it's like, you know what, don't. It's not worth it. You're only hurting yourself by doing that. There's no point in, rehashing the past. So the past is the past, and now it's more, how do you move forward? So this is your time to really think about what you've done, right? And then how can you move forward? But really don't take any actions just yet. It's just more like that meditation phase that needs to happen. Like give yourself that break and sit with the lessons that you've learned so far and from this experience, and how can you do better next time, Okay, but let's see what the oracle has to say for you. Observation, patience, attention, pause, and watchful. What did I tell you? Sagittarius, watch your words. Really watch your words. I can't stress this enough for you this month. Watch your words. Don't be impulsive. Yeah, like let things come up, what comes up for you, right? It's like, don't fight them. The more you fight them, the more you press them, so you don't really deal with the negative thoughts. It's just more you brushing them aside. But the more, if you deal with them, then it's a more constructive way of dealing with negative things. So then you can, move forward into, like you can meditate on them, right? But in a positive way. So then you know not to make the same mistake twice going into a new situation. So, Sag, I'm going to leave you at that. If you liked the video, if the message resonated with you, please like the video. And if you want to hear what's in store for you in the month of April, subscribe to my channel and you'll get a notification when the next video is up. But also, if you have a comment, if you just want to say hi, please do so in the comment box below. I'll be really excited to hear from you. And in the meantime, I'll just say goodbye and I'll see you in April. Bye, Sagittarius.